Lighten the day. Heaven is the destination, Jesus is the road.
John the Baptist was imprisoned and executed by King Herod after speaking out against Herod's unlawful actions. Though Herod was reluctant, he gave in to pressure and had John beheaded. This story reminds us that standing for truth and righteousness can come at a great cost. John was courageous, even when it meant facing danger and rejection. Like John, we are called to speak God's truth with courage, even when it's unpopular or risky. Remember, God's approval matters more than the world's applause. Stand firm in faith and let your light shine. The story of John the Baptist also warns us about the power of lust. Herod's desires led to tragic choices and great harm. Lust can cloud judgment and lead us away from what is right. We must guard our hearts and seek purity, knowing that unchecked desires can be dangerous. If you enjoyed, please like, share, comment, and follow for more.
If you think what you have isn't much but you still want to help, then this story is for you. Let's see what happens when we bring our little to Jesus. Right after hearing about John the Baptist's death, Jesus tries to find a quiet place. He's grieving. But huge crowds follow him anyway. And what does Jesus do? He has compassion. Even in his pain, he heals their sick. As the day ends, the disciples are worried. They tell Jesus, "Send everyone away to get food." But Jesus flips the script. You give them something to eat. All they've got is 5 loaves, 2 fish, not nearly enough for thousands. But watch what happens. Jesus takes what little they have, he thanks God, he breaks the bread and gives it to the disciples. Everyone eats. Everyone's full. And there are 12 baskets of leftovers. That's God's math. A little, in his hands, becomes abundance. Here's the point. Jesus invites us into his miracles. He takes our small offerings and multiplies them. He meets physical needs and spiritual ones too. The breaking of bread hints at the Last Supper, and the endless supply points to God's kingdom. So, don't underestimate what you can bring. Step out, offer what you have, trust his compassion and power. With Jesus, a little is more than enough.
Imagine being so close to Jesus you could walk on water until fear grabs your ankles. Right after Jesus fed thousands, he sent his disciples across the lake. He went up a mountain to pray. Night falls. The disciples are rowing hard, fighting fierce winds. Suddenly, Jesus comes to them walking on the water. They freak out thinking he's a ghost. Jesus calls out, "Take courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." Peter, bold as ever, says, "Lord, if it's you, tell me to come." Jesus says, "Come." Peter steps out of the boat. He actually walks on water. He notices the wind and waves. Fear takes over. He starts to sink. "Lord, save me!" he cries. Instantly, Jesus grabs him. Jesus says, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Back in the boat, the storm dies down. The disciples are in awe. They worship and say, "Truly, you are the Son of God." But Jesus isn't done. They land at Gennesaret. Crowds rush to him. People bring the sick, begging just to touch the edge of his cloak. Everyone who touches him is healed. So what's the point? Jesus is Lord over storms. Jesus is Lord over fear. Jesus is Lord over sickness. When life gets rough, faith keeps us afloat. Even if we start to sink, Jesus is ready to pull us up. Don't let fear drown your faith. Look to him, not the waves.
Where every broken heart finally heals. His kingdom's coming and it won't fade.